I'm cutting across to Manish Pandey joining us right outside the ED office. Manish, over to you. As we see the direction coming in from court as yet that we're waiting for, we see that the arguments put forth by the ED shows that Manish Sisodia could have really been integral in approving licenses in exchange of kickbacks. And he was the one who decided on arbitrarily changing the policy to sort of suit the South Cartel and many other licensees who were paying them bribes. And to that effect, they've also said that Manish Sisodia and team have changed at least 10 to 11 phones, almost indicating that they are capable of destroying evidence, and which is why Sisodia must be in, that he must be given at least 10-day custody. Tell us more.
Well, Nabila, the submission by the ED counsels is over. That is, the argument by the ED is over as far as Manish Sisodia's custody is concerned, the ground of custody is concerned, and the lawyers of Sisodia are now arguing before the court that why he should not be sent into ED custody. Now, as far as the entire argument of ED is concerned, there were three important points. First was the profit margin, and what ED told the court today that this was for the first time on when Manish Sisodia at the residence of Arvind Kejriwal in the presence of Satyendra Jain told the then Secretary of Excise Department that the profit margin will be 12%. At that point of time, the expert committee recommendation was ignored by Manish Sisodia. It appears to be, according to Enforcement Directorate argument, it appears to be, according to them, that it was solely a decision made by Manish Sisodia without taking anyone into consideration or without even getting the public opinion into consideration. That is the first charge. Second charge is that Manish Sisodia was closely working with Vijay Nair, and Vijay Nair was coordinating with South Group, including K. Kavita. That is an extremely big allegation as far as K. Kavita is concerned, because remember, K. Kavita has been called where I'm standing at the ED headquarters tomorrow, and she will appear tomorrow before the court, before the ED, as per her statement. So they are leveling allegation not only against Manish Sisodia but also against K. Kavita, daughter of Telangana Chief Minister, and the South Group. And what they have alleged that this 100 crore rupees of bribe was not only in knowledge of Manish Sisodia, but Manish Sisodia was the main conspirator. He was facilitating this entire transaction. And third is the destruction of evidence, Nabila, which we are talking about. ED has claimed that in year 2021-2022, the year when this policy was formulated and later it was implemented in Delhi, 14 phones were used and destroyed, and during the searches by the Central Bureau of Investigation, they were only able to recover 2 phones. 12 phones they are not aware of. Devendra Sharma, in his statement to the Enforcement Directorate, who is also the personal assistant of Manish Sisodia, according to ED, he has told this to ED in his statement that phones were purchased on his name through Flipkart. And according to ED, everything, the destruction of evidence, was done only to derail the investigation. So, interesting argument by the Enforcement Directorate. We saw earlier that the CBI had made similar arguments based on which they got custody of 5 days and later for 2 more days, and now ED is making similar arguments. Now, as far as Sisodia's lawyer are concerned, they are claiming at this point of time is that it's, according to them, is a case of faulty policy and it's executive job to do so. Policy made by government goes through several layers. So what they are indicating, that was not only Manish Sisodia, but there were several other players, including then officials of Excise Department, who were involved in the policy decision. You can't only blame Manish Sisodia for this. Also, they are arguing on the part that it is an elected government. There was a bureaucracy and everything was done keeping everyone in their side, everyone in confidence. So they are claiming at this point of time, according to Manish Sisodia's lawyer, that Manish Sisodia was not responsible for it, but it is a counter argument of what the ED has said. ED has said that it was solely Manish Sisodia who was responsible for it. That is why there were certain files related to the South Group which got cleared within 3 days at a jet speed. The term they have speed is jet speed. With a jet speed, every file was given not only approval but it was cleared by the Excise Department because there was influence of Manish Sisodia. They are indicating that Manish Sisodia was not only aware of this scam, but he was the participant and main conspirator of the scam. Now we have to wait and watch, Nabila, that what the courts decide. But at this point of time, Sisodia's lawyers are arguing before the court that why Sisodia should not be sent to ED custody.